Hollywood loves to exaggerate, and medicine is no different. Whether it be Bradley Cooper taking a limitless pill and accessing 100% of his brain, or Jonah Hill and Leonardo DiCaprio taking Quaaludes and experiencing an exceptionally delayed effect. Here's what Hollywood tells you, and here's what's actually possible from a licensed pharmacist in 4 states. In the movie Limitless, a bum writer is gifted a limitless pill that he can now use to access his brain, turning him into a problem-solving, multilingual Renaissance man who, and this is the most important part, understands math.
Math became useful.
But then he gets into some trouble because these pills are quite valuable. In the real world, we don't have a pill that lets you access 100% of your brain, but we do have something that is actually quite similar. Dopamine reuptake inhibitors like Adderall and Vyvanse actually do help different parts of your brain connect with other parts more favorably. They do this by overrunning your brain with something called dopamine, and that helps these neural connections kind of talk a little bit better. And just like in the movies, these are also quite valuable. Quaaludes and the Wolf of Wall Street are actually so enigmatic, it's almost an urban legend at this point. They were developed around the 50s, but by 1984, the United States put it at Schedule 1, which basically means it's banned. This was done because the overwhelming amount of users were abusing it. But in some other countries, like some African countries, it's still available today. The medication works as a sedative benzodiazepine, which we still have in the United States, and we use them quite frequently. Things like Ativan, Klonopin, Valium. Although there's a lot of debate as to exactly why Quaaludes was so heavily abused while the others weren't as abused, the most commonly accepted theory is Quaaludes activated these receptors and deactivated them, causing a person to feel excited and zonked at the same time. In the movie, the protagonists claim the Quaaludes were expired, and because of that, they had like a delayed reaction, and all of a sudden it all came at once 90 minutes later.
It took 90 minutes for these little to kick in, but once they did, pow!
This would not happen, but moisture in the air could degrade some of the chemicals, but not all of them, meaning if you took some and then took a whole bunch later, after a while you probably would have really high levels of the medication in your system, and that is what we call a super therapeutic dose.